We are so excited to have our winter concert here this evening. We're just thrilled, and we have such a great show for you. Now before you, we have the LMPS Beginning Band. They had their first performance back in October. We had a beginning band showcase, just to show what we had learned in our first couple months. And now we have for you 2 full band pieces, our first of which is entitled First Winter's Sleigh Ride. Aren't they just wonderful? It's such a joy, y'all, it really is. Such a joy to work with these beautiful students. Now, the next piece we have for you is a twist on a popular favorite this time of year. You'll see in your programs that we call it Band on the Housetop. Now, the reason for this is you will hear from the band, the whole band, but you will also hear from our individual sections. Each section in the band will get a one-measure feature. So listen closely. You're going to hear every section from the flute all the way down to the tuba. And the percussion way back there, give us a little wave percussion. There they are. They're way back there. You'll have to look. They work so hard. And you will hear just a little bit from everybody on our next and final piece of our portion of the program, Band on the Housetop. Thank you so much, and welcome to the concert band portion of our program. Now, some of you mathematical minds out there may have been counting. Now, how many carols was that? Was that really 12? Was it? Now, the composer got a little bit tricky. It's a baker's dozen, which, as we all know, is how many? 13. That he had to just throw in there the hallelujah right at the end. Hallelujah! How beautiful. Okay, now, next for you, we have something completely different. We'd like to slow it down. We'd like to hear some of the beautiful sounds that a concert band can make on our next piece, which is a combination of 2 hymns, All Through the Night and Silent Night, to create All Through the Silent Night. just gorgeous. I could listen to it all day. I wish you'd let me have your children all that long. We play that piece forever. It's just so beautiful. Now, I do have to make one addendum to our program that we have. We have such an important person that is jumping in as a member of the LMPS band this evening. We have one percussionist who is not able to make it, so we have our honorary percussionist of the evening, Miss Turner, there way in the back, is just a professional musician and hopping in. Yes, thank you. Oh my gosh. Just beautiful. Somebody maybe in the Memphis Symphony may be calling you Miss Turner on percussion. I don't know. It's just gorgeous. Thank you so much for that. And I have a couple other thank yous as well. I have Miss Miller is somewhere here, always supporting all of us, the band and the orchestra and the choir. We're such a team. We have our administrators down. We have all of our administrators and our school board members who are so supportive of what's going on here in Lakeland Middle and our elementary school and in our district. We're so thankful for all of the support we receive and for you all here sitting in these seats. It's just wonderful to have such great support from the community, and we really thank you for coming out and supporting what we do each day and what these students, how much hard work they put into the music they make. From the Veterans Day program just a month ago to a completely new set of music this evening for you. We're so proud of them. Now, before we play our last piece for you, after they perform right here for the concert band, we will have the jazz band, the very first performance ever of our jazz band, which has just been formed. So after we play our last piece for you here, we will do a bit of more stage shuffling, another great opportunity for some sugary treats if you're looking for those. Okay, so bear with us after we play our last piece here as we get the stage ready for our jazz band. This last piece we have for you is Dance of the Tumblers. Exciting moment right now, because seated before you is the very first LMPS jazz band ever in existence. Here they are right on the stage. We're so excited to have our very first performance. We began rehearsing around October. We rehearsed before school, bright and early, 7 a.m., Tuesday and Fridays. These students on the stage are dedicated. They show up, they've taken on extra responsibility, and a number of them here on the stage are playing a secondary instrument, meaning a different instrument than the one they play in concert band. Those people on the stage that are playing a secondary instrument, can you just give us a little wave? Those people? A good job. Yeah, so, not only will be speaking a new language, but some of us are on a different instrument as well, which is very exciting. So, what we've been doing is learning to speak the language of jazz, which, though it looks exactly the same to them on paper, their notation looks exactly the same it does in concert band, it sounds completely different, which is what makes the style of jazz different from the style of classical music. So what we've been working on is simply learning how to speak that language. And what that sounds like is I say something, they say it back. Just like you learn how to speak when you're very little, the same exact way. So what we've been doing in our rehearsals is learning how to play swing style and Latin style. The first tune we have for you on the program is Jada, an old classic swing tune. And in the middle of this tune, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you a little bit about how we rehearse and how we've learned to speak this swing language of style. Okay, so we'll play the tune for you. In the middle, you'll get a little example of how we've been learning the language of swing, and then we will conclude. So the first tune is Jada. Before we do that, I'm going to do just a quick little sound check and make sure all of our levels are good, and then we will be off to the races. Okay, can y'all play it fully? dots in the morning at 7 a.m. and it's not weird at all. It's very normal. At first it was a little bit weird, but we got it together. They're like, Miss Lamb, really? Do I have to do this? Yes, you do, because that's how you learn to swing. And we're getting there. We're doing well. We're really speaking the language of swing. And now, something different for you. Not swing. We have a Latin rock tune. So you'll hear that it kind of switches between a rock feel and a Latin feel, which is totally different from our swing style earlier, and is a tune that we all know and love. Now, specifically on this tune, what we have the opportunity to do in jazz that is totally different from concert band is improvisation. Now, improvisation is essentially spontaneous composition over a predetermined grouping of chords, meaning the rhythm section will play their chord changes that they have on their music, and one soloist out of the band will stand up and spontaneously compose a melody that comes into their brain. Then they really, really get to learn to speak the language, not only of jazz, but to speak the language of music. If you can compose, you're really, really speaking it, and it's really quite cool. A great thing we get to do in jazz band. So, in this tune, we will hear from Bennett Hale on the saxophone. We'll hear from Carlos Medina on the tenor saxophone, and we will hear from Ken Corsmo on the trumpet. We hope that you enjoy Feliz Navidad. Wonderful, wonderful. Thank you all so much for being here this evening. Now